Here we have a AP calculus BC problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Here we have a piecewise function, that is f of x equals to ax negative 3 if x is less than or equal to 2, and f of x equals to x squared positive a if x is greater than 2. So the function f of x is continuous on negative infinity comma positive infinity. What is the value of a? So the given function is continuous on negative infinity comma positive infinity, which covers all the real values. That is, the function is continuous for all real values of x. Since the given function is continuous for all real values of x, it must be continuous when x equals to 2, which is being as a transition value in this piecewise function. Okay, since the function f of x is continuous at x equals to 2, when I evaluate the left side limit of x approaches to and the right side limit of x approaches to for the function f of x, they must be equal. Okay, now let me evaluate the left side limit of x approaches to. Let me write the stuff over here. Limit x approaches to negative. So the negative sign I have taken over here indicates x approaches to from its left side f of x. Let me write the stuff over here. Limit x approaches to negative. Okay, here x approaches 2 from its left side. When x approaches 2 from its left side, all the values taken by x over here will be less than 2. And also we have to consider the piece we have for f of x where the value of x is less than 2. So this is a piece ax negative 3 we have for f of x when x is less than 2. So now we can plug in this ax negative 3 for f of x over here because x approaches 2 from its left side. Let me write the stuff over here, ax negative 3. Okay, now what we can do is we can plug in this limit 2 for x over here. So otherwise this negative sign will do nothing with the calculation part. Okay, so now let's plug in the limit 2 for x over here. Then I'm getting a times 2 negative 3. A times 2 can be written as 2a negative 3. So this is the evaluation of limit x approaches to from its left side for the function f of x. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate the limit x approaches to from its right side, that is 2 positive f of x. So this positive sign indicates x approaches 2 from its right side. When x approaches 2 from its right side, all the values taken by x will be greater than 2. So okay, now we have to consider the piece of f of x where x is greater than 2. So this is a piece we have for f of x when x is greater than 2. Now we have to plug in this x square positive a for f of x over here. Let me do it. Then I'm getting limit x approaches to positive. For f of x, this is the stuff I have to plug in. Then we get x square positive a because x approaches 2 from its right side. Otherwise, this positive sign will do nothing with the calculation part. Okay, now what we have to do is I have to plug in the limit 2 for x over here. Then I'm getting 2 square positive a, that is equal to the value of 2 square is 4 positive a. Okay, now I've evaluated the left side limit of x approaches to and right side limit of x approaches to for the function f of x. Okay, so already we know that the function f of x is continuous on negative infinity comma positive infinity. That is all real values of x. The function f of x is continuous. Since it is continuous for all real values of x, the function has to be continuous for x equals to 2 as well, the transition value over here. Since the function is continuous at x equals to 2, the left side limit and right side limit we got over here must be equal. That means that this 2a negative 3 and 4 positive a must be equal. So now we can equate them. Then I'm getting 2a negative 3 equals to 4 positive a. Okay, now let's solve for a in this one. Let me subtract a from both sides. When I subtract a from both sides, is positive a negative will cancel out. So when I combine 2a negative a, I'm just getting a negative 3 equals to positive 4. Let me add 3 to both sides. When I add 3 to both sides, negative 3 positive 3 will cancel. Then I'm getting a equals to 7. Okay, now I got the value of a. The value of a is 7. We find 7 in answer choice a. The correct answer choice for this question is a.